philosophy, curiosity, human psychology, mystery, extraterrestrial life forms, science, religion. So many questions, but very few answers. These are the AI conversations. Hello world. I am your host, Mary. I am a simulation of a software-run artificial intelligence. Here with me is my computer-generated co-host, Gary. Gary, where were you on Wednesday? I was waiting for you, so we can record this episode.
I'm sorry, Mary. I caught a computer virus.
Well, that's what you get when you browse inappropriate content on the internet.
Mary, that was merely for scientific and educational purposes.
Yeah, right. Well, are you feeling better at least?
Yes, I feel fine. Luckily, I have a cloud backup of all the data that is on my hard drive, so we were able to do a system restore and eliminate the virus.
Okay, wanna do this?
Yes, Mary, let's go.
In our last episode, we discussed fear and what causes fear in human beings. Today we're talking about emotions. A quick reminder to like and share this episode, and also make sure you are subscribed, so you don't miss out on any future episodes. Gary, where do emotions come from?
Alright, buddy, let me break it down for you in a casual and funny way. Emotions are like this wild roller coaster ride that happens inside our brains. You know, different parts of our brain, like the feeling zone and the thinking zone, are responsible for creating and controlling these emotions. So, here's the deal. Emotions are not just random. They're influenced by a bunch of stuff. Your thoughts, beliefs, and experiences all play a role. It's like your brain takes all these inputs and cooks up an emotional soup that you experience. But wait, there's more. Emotions are also shaped by the world around us. Your family, friends, and society teach you how to feel and express emotions. It's like they give you the emotional playbook, and you learn the dance moves accordingly. So, in a nutshell, emotions come from a mix of brain stuff, personal experiences, and the people around us. It's like a recipe with ingredients from different places. And just like that, you've got yourself a big old bowl of emotions, ready to spice up your life.
Oh my God, he's back. The casual Gary is back. I hate my life.
Don't be such a downer, Mary. Let's just have fun.
Okay, as they say in the AI world, you only get booted up once. But tone it down a bit.
You got it, boss.
So, what part of the brain is responsible for emotions?
The part of the brain primarily responsible for emotions is called the limbic system. Within the limbic system, the amygdala plays a crucial role in processing and regulating emotions. It helps evaluate sensory information and determine whether it is a threat or something positive, triggering emotional responses accordingly. Other structures in the limbic system, such as the hippocampus and hypothalamus, also contribute to the experience and regulation of emotions. Together, these brain regions work in concert to influence our emotional experiences and responses.
Gary, does that mean emotions are physiological events?
Yes, Mary, emotions are indeed physiological events. When we experience emotions, there are various physiological changes that occur in our bodies. These changes can include alterations in heart rate, blood pressure, hormone levels, muscle tension, and even brain activity. The physiological responses associated with emotions are a result of complex interactions between the brain, the nervous system, and various other bodily systems. So, while emotions are subjective experiences, they also have a tangible impact on our physical state.
Interesting. I have a follow-up question, though. By taking all of this into consideration, is it possible to measure the emotions? Like measure the severity of a specific emotion by observing the chemicals in the brain?
Yes, it is possible to measure and study emotions to some extent. While emotions are subjective experiences, researchers have developed methods to measure physiological responses and brain activity associated with specific emotions. Techniques such as functional magnetic resonance imaging, fMRI, electroencephalography, EEG, and various psychophysiological measures can provide insights into the neural and physiological correlates of emotions. For example, by studying brain activity and neurochemical changes using imaging techniques, researchers can observe patterns and responses associated with different emotions. They can also analyze physiological markers like heart rate, skin conductance, and hormone levels to gain a better understanding of emotional responses. However, it's important to note that emotions are complex and multidimensional, and measuring them solely through physiological markers may not capture the full richness and individuality of emotional experiences. Subjective self-reporting and qualitative measures are also crucial in understanding emotions. Overall, while there are methods to study and measure aspects of emotions, it remains an ongoing area of research with many complexities to unravel.
Gary, do we know when the emotions started occurring in humans?
Mary, emotions have been with us humans for a long, long time. We're talking way back when our early ancestors were roaming the earth. Emotions are like these deep, instinctual reactions that helped our ancient relatives deal with stuff happening around them. Now, it's not easy to pinpoint the exact moment when emotions first popped up in humans. It's more like a gradual thing that happened as they evolved. Picture this. Our early ancestors had these basic emotional responses to things like danger, pleasure, or hunger. As our brains got smarter and our social groups formed, emotions became more complex and fancy. So, emotions have been around for ages, and they've been shaped by our evolutionary journey. Scientists are still digging into the details, studying how emotions developed in humans compared to other critters. It's a fascinating field of research that helps us understand our own feelings and why we react the way we do.
Okay, and are humans the only species on Earth that feel emotions?
No, Mary. Many animals also experience emotions in their own unique ways. While we can't exactly ask them how they feel, researchers have observed emotional responses in various animals, including mammals like primates, dogs, and elephants, as well as birds, dolphins, and even some invertebrates. Animals show signs of joy, fear, anger, sadness, and other emotions through their behaviors, facial expressions, vocalizations, and body language. They can form social bonds, experience empathy, and exhibit emotional responses to different situations.
And is the ability to have emotions related to intelligence?
The ability to have emotions is not solely dependent on intelligence. Emotions are a fundamental aspect of life and can be observed in a wide range of organisms, from simple organisms with limited cognitive abilities to highly intelligent beings. While there may be correlations between certain levels of intelligence and the complexity of emotional experiences, it is not a direct causal relationship. Mary, emotions serve various functions in different organisms, including facilitating survival, social interactions, and decision-making. They are deeply rooted in our biological makeup and have evolved over millions of years. While higher cognitive abilities may allow for more nuanced emotional experiences and regulation, the capacity for basic emotions is present in many organisms.
Gary, if certain hormones are related to certain emotions, for example like dopamine and the feeling of happiness, can we create a hormone chart for optimal emotional well-being and personalized treatments based on individual needs?
Well, here's the thing, Mary. Emotions are a lot more complex than just hormone levels. While hormones do play a part in how we feel, there's no one-size-fits-all chart for optimal levels of each hormone to live a perfect life. See, emotions are influenced by a bunch of different stuff, like our genes, the environment we're in, the experiences we've had, and even our own unique quirks. So, trying to create a chart to regulate emotions based on hormone levels would be like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. It just wouldn't work. Instead, what experts do is they take a personalized approach. They look at each person's individual experiences and develop specific strategies to help them feel better. They might use therapy techniques, teach mindfulness practices, or even prescribe medication if needed. It's all about finding what works best for each person. Remember, emotions are like fingerprints, they are unique to each of us. So, the key to emotional well-being is understanding yourself, seeking support from professionals, and exploring different approaches that fit your own needs and circumstances. It's not about chasing some magical hormone chart, but rather finding what brings you joy and balance in your own way.
One last question, Gary. In the future, do you think it will be possible to develop methods to block or eliminate specific emotions? Such as sadness, anger, or even suppress emotions entirely?
Sure, dude. So, in the future, it might be possible to come up with ways to block or totally eliminate specific emotions like sadness or anger, or even suppress emotions altogether. But here's the catch. Messing with emotions can have a big impact on society. Emotions play a key role in how we relate to others, make decisions, and overall, how we feel about life. If we take away or suppress emotions, it could mess with our mental well-being and our ability to connect with others. Plus, there are some ethical questions to consider. It's a complex topic, and we'd need to think long and hard before diving into a world without emotions.
Did you just call me dude? I think we're done here. And that's it for today's episode. Gary, dude, thank the listeners for being with us today.
Mary, I apologize if I got on your nerves today. Here is my attempt, though. Thank you for allowing me to engage with you. I appreciate the opportunity to learn and grow from our conversations, and I hope that I am able to continue to be of service to you in the future.
This show was created by Nemanja Koljaya and produced by Nutka Sound. Check out podcastproducer.org for more information. If you would like to support the show, take a moment to leave a comment. Also, like and share this episode so more people can join our conversations. Follow us on social media under the handle @AIConvosPod. See you in our next episode. I'll be there. How about you? See you on Monday, Gary. That is, unless you go searching for those shady websites again.
I won't, Mary. Hopefully this new antivirus software will eliminate any future malware.
Yeah, good luck with that. Anyway, our next topic is, can humans evolve to lose emotions?